seams. Very, very simple. We could overlock them together in one go if you've got one of those marvelous overlockers. But in my case, it's thick, really thick jerseys. So what I want to do is overlock them all separately. And then I'm going to sew them together and I'm going to iron my seams apart. So overlock the shoulder seams on your overlock. It usually has a marking actually so that you can see where the knife is going to be. So I've got all my seams ready here. Awesome. You could also overlock the shorter front at the same time. And here I'm also overlocking my back because I just like to be prepared and ready and not go back and forth too much. I'm just going to pull on my serging threads now. That's why I leave them hanging a little bit so that they don't unravel when I do this, because on some of the overlockers, because it's so different whichever fabric you use, it will be a little bit tight or a little bit loose or whatever. And so if you leave it and you just pull it out, especially if you have or the same brother overlocker that I have, that cheap one, I think it's marvelous, but you do have to, you know, sometimes fiddle a little bit with it. And I've got one more here. Excellent. I'll do that as well. And the other side, and then we're golden. This is something that you always have to do. Just imagine if you'd cut it off and then it unravels and you have to go back to the overlocker. It's so annoying. Now I'm going to do the shoulder seams. Ready, steady, go. If only this fabric had been a little bit easier to work with. Or I had used a really good jersey for the binding that had really good recovery. That would have also helped me out a lot. So again, we have a 1 centimeter seam allowance for the shoulder seams, and then you iron them apart so they look all spiffing. And that's it, basically. We can move on to our next step. See you there.